Gita, Calcutta was born during the Bangladesh war on December 8th at about 8 o'clock in the night. ಕಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ ಅಮ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೆಲಿವರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2.5 ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಡಿರೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಲಿ ಜೀಸಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇರಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಉಂಟು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಜೀಸಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇರಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ 2.5 ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೈದ್ರಾಬಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕப்புறம் ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುമ്പോൾ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 9 years old. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 4 ಬಂದದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಕಾನ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದೆ ಅವಳು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಳು ಗುಡ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಟು ವಿನ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ಲೆ, ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರನ್, ನೋ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್. ಈ ಓವಲ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಳು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವಾಂಗಿ ಬಂದಾಯಿತು. ಅದು 7th standard ಆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅವಳು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಎದಕ್ಕಾಗ ಮೊಳೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಕಾರಣ ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ 1 in India, you are nobody. But if you are in a university, if you are somebody, it's 1 or 2, you are somebody in that. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫೋಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಳು ಓದಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. 45 ಎಲ್ಲ 45, 42, 46 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರೋದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅವಳು. ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ಅಬೌಟ್ 80, 90, 100 ವರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಶಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ನಿರ್ಮಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ PU ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಳ ಭಾಳ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಹಾಜನ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಯ್ತು, ನೀ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ನೀ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನನಗೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗಿ ನಾಳೆ ಮಹಾಜನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆ ಮಹಾಜನ ಇನ್ನೇಕುള്ള ಮಹಾಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ ಮಹಾಜನ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ನಾಟ್ ವೆಲ್ known college. At the moment is very good college. Then she studied there for 2 years. At that time studied science, physics, chemistry, mathematics and biology. Then my option was to medicine, send her to medicine or to engineering. Eldest daughter Anita already studying of engineering, JCE, all merit, no money, no payment. Nirmala Convent, the fees at that time was 6 rupees a month. That you pay for 10 months only. 60 rupees you stay for the year. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ after PUC she got a very good marks in science, very good marks. My choice was to send her to engineering, medicine, or to send her to elsewhere. Then I decided to send her to Delhi to make her study for IAS, Indian Administrative Service. And then the best subject I thought was economics. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ India Today magazine published a very, very good article, the best colleges for each subject in the country. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ Lady Sriram was judged with the best college for economics. So I thought you go and study there. It was a very tough, admission was tough, but then she had such good marks. Even after downgrading science subject by 10%, she qualified along with others. So she studied there. First year itself, she topped the Delhi University. First year, second year and third year. All years she was, this was not ordinary BA, it was BA Honours. And then she topped the Delhi University during that year. And it was Vice President Narayanan who gave along, she had about 5 medals. Gold medal plus, it's available here, gold medal plus 4 other certificates and payment and cash and all that. From there she went to Delhi School of Economics. ಕಾರಣ ಅಮೇರಿಕಾ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 16 ವರ್ಷ ಓದಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ 10+2+3 ಆಗಿರೋ 15 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ 1 more year here to study. After the first year, she started applying for admission to foreign countries. I mean, only US. I mean, she also she applied for London School of Economics. She got admission there with a scholarship. In fact, the ambassador or commissioner or whatever they call, the high commissioner's office telephoned here to appear for a press meet in Delhi. So at that time, she also was negotiating with other universities, Harvard and all of the rest of it. So the British got annoyed. He said, if you are looking for American university, we will let you know. Then many universities offered her admission, but it was University of Washington, Seattle, who offered her full scholarship. for PhD, 5-year PhD program, full scholarship. Adik mele, then, well, she opted for that because I couldn't afford. All I paid was my plane fare, plane fare to Seattle. British Airways. At that time, it was only one-way ticket was 50,000 rupees at that time. So we did that, and then she went along and studied there. And at the end of first year, the professors, they thought Gita Gopinath is not to be studied here because she should be studying in the top 10, any of the top 10 schools. So the professor asked her, Gita, why are you studying here? Then she explained that when I wrote the CAT exam for the admission, I had 103 temperature. So I could score only 753 marks out of 800. So mathematics was not, because you should have perfect 800 out of 800. The professor asked Gita, why don't you take it now? So she applied and took an exam in 15 days' time. And she had 800 out of 800. The professor recommending her admission to Harvard, Princeton, and 3 other universities. One of them she opened to find out what the professor wrote. That is with me here. So professor wrote, look, I hate to give this letter of recommendation because she has been one of the best students we have ever had during the last 20 years. But the professors, you must appreciate, the professor's desire is to get the best coaching for this girl because she is bright. In our place now, we will put her here and she will go around without study. So send her there. But what did the professor do? Professor thought that Gita is going to be somebody very big in economics in the world. Very big, well-known person. Because I got that letter also with me. Said, so he wrote to the Senate that she has only studied 1.5 years. For the course, you require 2 years. For a BMA, if you do get long MA in. So you have to make an exception in the case of Gita to confer her an MA, because at a later days when she become big, at that time I want the world to know that she was a student of University of Washington. Now I am only appreciating, look at the commitment of the professor to that college. And that exactly, and then she did not know that. She wrote long, I had the letter, and the degree came after 8 months, 1 year, to Mysore, my address here, because my home address, MS, conferred. Exemption made by the Senate, and she got MS into economics. From there, she had admission in Harvard, Princeton, and 2 other colleges, all the colleges. Princeton again offered, so what the Princeton did was, Princeton sent her a ticket to Boston, asked her to fly down to Princeton to see the college and choose. And she spent 3 days there, going on the campus and black campus and all that, and then she decided she will join Princeton. And at that time, she also was lucky to have the best of professors to coach her. One of the professors who became, I can't remember offhand, he became chairman of the Federal Reserve till recently, and other one was, another professor was again well-known professor. He was also economic advisor to IMF subsequently. Thereafter, she finished her graduate PhD, and in 2001, on a campus interview, that she wrote the exam. Degree came 2002. But she wrote the exam, and then they came for the campus interview, and there was only, in the entire campus interview, only one candidate was selected. That was Gita Gopinath. And they paid her $10,000 as a joining fee. Joining as a just 10,000 gift, with which she bought a car. So she drove from Princeton University to Seattle. And at Seattle, she worked for 3 years. At that time, Raghuram Raj, our ex-governor of the Reserve Bank, was also a professor there. She was only assistant professor. Now, they know each other because coming from India, and they became friends there. Very good. And in 2005, Harvard University invited her as a visiting professor for 6 months. Well, 1 year, they asked. She said, I can come for 6 months. At the end of 3 months, Harvard asked her, why do you want to go back to Chicago? You remain here. Then she chose to remain in Harvard because Harvard has got a better name and reputation. She remained there. And then in 2010, she was as a tenured professor, which means lifetime professor. No retirement, no sacking, no nothing. Even at the age of 80, she will be a professor and drawing salary. So that is a tenured professor. And thereafter, she was a member of various organizations. In fact, she is a member at the moment. She was serving the Federal Reserve as a visiting scholar at Boston and an advisory member at New York, Federal Reserve New York. And she was also editor of a number of magazines, economic magazines and so forth. And that's it. Now, this assignment will mean that she has to relinquish all other assignments. From Federal Reserve, 2 positions Federal Reserve, and Kerala assignment, and she has got 2 other assignments in Economic Research Board. All that she has to give up, fully focused, and she has to move from Boston to Washington, D.C. Her family will continue to stay in Boston. They have a huge mansion house. They also have a lake house in about 200 kilometers away, and lake house for weekend house. My daughter, Gita, speaks Kannada, her friends Kannada, and she cannot speak Malayalam, no knowledge of Malayalam, but Kannada, yes. And that she studied here Canada, and also all her friends are Kannadigas. So she is in touch with all of them. She got married to one of her classmates. He was studying in both of them. When she became the gold medalist, this came in the paper in Delhi and all that, and he happened to be staying opposite to her father was, in fact, this boy's father was IG, Border Security Force. My wife's sister stays in Ramakrishna Nagar. This was just opposite to that. So they were going by the same bus initially, before she got admission in the hostel. And Iqbal, his name is Iqbal, he's a Sardar. Iqbal, and they studied together, and then from there on, he chased her up to Princeton and all the rest of it. So got married she got engaged in 1999, I think, and 1997 or 97, I think, and married in 1999. And they lived together. In fact, Iqbal subsequently became IAS topper in 96 batch. IAS topper he was. And he quit that. He was Deputy Secretary, Government Tamil Nadu, 5 years of work. And then he moved on to United States. The US people decided that Gita should not go back to India because she is such a good student. Now, an example was that when her elder sister went to US, she had called for a few people for a party at that time, and one of her advisors was there, Rogoff was his name, was there in a party. So he went along and told Anita, my eldest daughter, say that Gita wants to go back to India. If she goes, it will be a diamond lost in the desert of Rajasthan. Nobody will recognize her. Diamond is there, but in the Rajasthan, every sand is diamond. So therefore, it will not be. Nobody will understand. That was their view. And then, he asked Gita why she wants to go back to India, because her husband is in India. So they decided to get the husband to the United States. So then they offered him scholarship to study at Woodrow Wilson School of Public Administration, same college, Woodrow Wilson School of Public Administration, Princeton, and gave him a scholarship of $45,000 for 2 years. To consequently, that $90,000 is a scholarship. So then they lived together, and Iqbal never came back. They know that once you live there, you will not come back. So he stayed on, and subsequently, after 7 years, he resigned from IAS. He resigned earlier, but the government did not accept and kept along here, and then finally they accepted that. Iqbal he's working with the MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, as the Executive Director of Poverty Action Lab. That is an NGO working for the upliftment of poor people all around the world, and he travels all across the world. We are all, the whole family is excited, and I tell you, we think that it has been God's gift to us, and then it's God's blessing to us. Very good. We came to know this was known to us. Gita Bangalore bandade 14th of September, 2 weeks ago, for a speech. She went to Delhi. Bombay hogide Reserve Bank of India or paper submit madadakaga. Demonetization, study about the demonetization, adike paper kodakaga hogide alli present madadike hogide. Amele went to Kerala. From there she came to Bangalore bandade. Bangalore, when she was there on Friday evening, on 14th, Friday evening, this time, at that time, the morning time in there in Washington, the MD telephoned her. Gita, you have been selected to be the next advisor to the IMF. So she was talked to her and then came back and told me, Acha, I got something very special to tell, but promise me that you will not tell ಆರ್ಕು ಹೇಳக்கூಡದು. ಕಾರಣ ಇದು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಬೇರೆ ಕೊಡக்கூಡದು. I said, okay, Mala, I'll do that. Then she said that. So we were thrilled. We were shouting along all that. We enjoyed ourselves. Very good. We are proud. And we have no words to say how grateful we are to the Almighty for making what Gita is today.
ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರಿಟಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ಅಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳಾಯಿತು ಅದು ಸಾಕು ಬಸ್